All right, so for this video, I'm just hoping to kind of run through the setup and usage of the Spectra Synergy Gold Pump. I actually looked far and wide on the internet trying to find some type of resource on how to use this thing, and I did find one YouTube video that was very helpful, and so I was kind of hoping to make one myself and then also have it available on Instagram. That way women also have accessibility on Instagram if they don't use a platform like YouTube. So like I said, this is the Spectra Synergy Gold. This is one that I use. This one's the one that I was given through my insurance provider, and it is amazing. It's not heavy. I mean, it kind of looks like it's heavy, but it's not. It's pretty, for lack of a better word. It has everything that you need. I can use two different types of bags with it. I can use the kind bags. You see here, like these little twist ones. And then I can also use, I don't know how to pronounce this, Lancino? These are the two bags that I primarily use. And the pump came with all the pieces to use the kind ones. However, I did also buy an adapter to where I could use the Lancino ones as well. But with the function of the pump, this is normally how it comes set up. I was a little overwhelmed whenever I first got it because I had no idea how to put the pieces together. I'm just going to show you how to do one side instead of the two pumps for two breasts. I'm just going to do one since it's easier and they're both the same. So we have all our pieces here. Your little domes and your silicone piece here, they all go together. So I normally do, it's easiest to lay it flat. The dome with the thicker nipple piece gets attached directly to the silicone. And then these two go together as well. There's only one way to do it, so you're gonna find out pretty quickly if you have it wrong. Those two pieces go together, and then that fatter end, the piece that actually it goes to your breast, will go there. The white cone will go here on the bottom. And then depending on what type of bag that you use, this is the one that my pump came with. So this attachment goes on the bottom. And then if you're going to use the kind bag, you just twist the blue piece off. And then this then gets attached here, and you can pump directly into the bag. You can actually also use these bags to feed your baby. They also came with nipple attachments as well. I didn't end up using those because every time I tried, my daughter just happened to not tolerate that bottle or that nipple type. She was not a fan. She got really fussy every time we attempted to use it. But I still do use these bags just to pump directly into. They're still very helpful for that. But they do come that way, or with that option as well, if you choose to do that and your baby tolerates it. If you don't want to use those bags and you do want to use the Lancino, I bought this attachment piece on Amazon. It's in our storefront as well, but it just replaces this white piece. And it goes here. And then with the Lancino bags, you just tear off the plastic, open it, and it clips into place on this. So you can pump directly into these bags as well. This pump also comes with a bottle attachment that would actually replace this white piece. So you would attach the bottle here. So you can actually pump directly into a hard bottle. And that also comes with the nipple too. So there's a lot of different options with this pump. That one I found to leak a lot. I can never get a very good seal on the nipple to bottle attachment. It leaked a lot of the time every time I tried to feed my daughter. So I also ended up not using that one as well. So normal bottles just ended up working for her best. But again, there are multiple options with this pump. It comes with a charger, which I already have attached. However, I also bought this on Amazon as well, also in our storefront. But this is just a car adapter. So I have a very long commute to work. It's normally anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour and 10 minutes. So sometimes I'll pump to and from work. Other pumps that I tried to use just did not work well for me in the car. This one works wonderfully in the car. I just have my little center console, and this allows me to do that in the car as well. So I found it very helpful. After you have this attached, your little silicone piece here will go on the back. And then this gets attached directly to the pump. On the front of the pump, there are two ports, right and left. So right breast, left breast. And I'm just gonna attach it to one side. And that's all you have to do for setup. Super easy, overwhelming for me at first, but then once I figured it out, it's very simple. All these pieces here will get washed. You can also put them into a sterilizer if you have it. The hose will not go into the sterilizer though. You never clean the hose other than the outside of it. You don't clean the hose internally. That's how you can actually get mold and everything in the inside of it. So this, you will not clean the inside of it, just the outside. No breast milk actually goes into the silicone hose on the pump. So a big reason why you don't actually have to clean it internally. So that's the setup. With the actual usage of the pump, looks like it's a lot of buttons. It's actually very easy. So you have your on button here. This is off. This is on. Here to the right is a light, so you can actually turn this. You can't see it now because it's bright, but there's like 3 different light options: low, medium, and high. And it's really nice night light actually. So if you choose to pump in bed, or even feed your baby in bed, I didn't pump long in bed. I normally went out into the living room just because I didn't want to disturb my husband. But you can also use it as a night light. I use it as a night light a lot to feed my daughter whenever she was still sleeping in the room with us. So it's a great option for that. The bottom here, the little squiggly waves, this is going to alternate between your pumping mode and your massage mode. So now it's in pumping mode. You can tell by the droplets. If I were to push it again, the waves is the massage mode. So this can help stimulate your letdown. So you can either start in the massage mode or you can push it over and start into your express mode, totally up to you. There's a left bar and a right bar, so you can change your vacuum frequencies. L and the R actually turn on the pump suction. So just because you turn the pump on, it doesn't actually activate either side. You do that by hitting the R or hitting the L. So you don't have to pump both sides at one time. You can pump either or. And then cycle, this actually can adjust the almost like suction pressure. So if you don't, so this will do your suction pressure, the left and the right, but the cycle, not this suction pressure, but the cycle will actually, how often it cycles itself. So the lower it is, the slower it cycles, the higher it is, the faster it cycles. And you'll kind of hear it whenever I do a run through. So I'm going to start in massage mode just because that's normally what I would do. And we hooked up the right side. So after I turned it on, I'm going to hit R. And it's really quiet. So now it's on vacuum 1, but it goes as high as 5. And again, even on 5, it's still pretty quiet. This is the massage mode. And this is on the lowest cycle. If I were to increase the cycle, it just increases how many times it's actually cycling. So it kind of makes sense. I normally have it on 5. It's totally up to you. It doesn't matter if that's too intense. You can always start lower and then slowly ramp it up later. Again, totally up to you. After you kind of felt that you've had a letdown, or if you don't normally start in massage mode, if you just get straight to it, to expression, you just hit, again, the wave button, and then it changes to express mode. And again, the same thing, you can get as low as 1. And this actually goes all the way, ooh, wow, this goes higher than I thought. This goes all the way up to 15. I have never used 15 before. This just sounds like it would hurt. The highest I normally ever do is 3, but it does go all the way up to 15 if you need it. So even at the highest level, it's not very loud. Again, I never use it that high. The highest I've ever gone is 4. Normally it's 3 though. So just use whatever suction pressure is comfortable for you. And you can also do the cycle change as well. And then to turn it off, you can either hit the R and it'll shut it off for you. It does restart your time, or you can hit the power off button and also power it off as well.